Homeschooling. The word itself is almost taboo. For many people, it brings to mind images of zealous parents domineering their child's lives or under-socialized students with severe only child syndrome. These ideas are often untrue. Despite this, myths and misconceptions about home learning still abound. It should be mentioned that over 1,000 different post-secondary schools in North America have accepted homeschooled students, including MIT, the University of Waterloo, and Conestoga College. Even outside of stereotypes, there are some legitimate concerns one could have about homeschooling. For an example of a parent who decided against homeschooling after weighing their options, I spoke to Cambridge mother of 5, Crystal Wysic.
As a parent, when it comes to homeschooling, I have some reservations about whether or not they'd be properly socialized in a home setting, or as well, as a parent, you're not a qualified educator or teacher, so I'm not sure. I personally wouldn't feel comfortable with it. I think that a school setting has a lot to offer that a home might not.
Any parent or guardian can decide to homeschool their children. Most provinces request, but do not demand, the parent register. Those provinces, such as Ontario, make it as easy as filling out a form and visiting the local courthouse. This is a bone of contention for some conventional educators. Some traditional educators feel that children do not learn as well on their own, if at all, and that a home environment can't provide the same learning and social experiences for the student.
Well, in my opinion, no, they don't, because they don't get to hang around with different kinds of people, so when they show up to school, they don't know who to hang out with, what type of people to meet, all of those things.
Examining these concerns, I asked Karen Nagel, an English as a second language teacher, why she felt a general education classroom was the best place for a student.
As an ESL teacher, I daily see the value of a proper education, which I believe is in a general education classroom. When students are in a general education classroom, they get the benefit of interacting face-to-face with different teachers throughout the day. They also get the benefit of interacting with other students, which is crucial to academic life and also social life. Thus, general education is a lot better for a student than homeschooling them.
A common concern with home education is the possible lack of facilities, such as yard equipment or the vast library and computer systems conventional schools can afford. But do classes without classmates actually have a negative impact on one's social development?
From past experience, what I found from homeschool students is they're well organized and they're fairly social, they're able to conduct themselves socially without no problem most of the time. And that's my opinion, my personal opinion.
Numerous organizations and services, such as community centers like the YWCA, churches, libraries, theaters, and more, offer programs for youth groups, sports, and activities. Additionally, the increasing popularity and acceptance of home education have resulted in a good number of homeschool networks rising up. These networks share information, materials, and techniques that have worked for them and often organize activities for their children to meet up with their peers. To conclude, homeschooling is subjective. For some people, conventional education works more effectively, and for others, a home learning environment is the best place for them. However you're educated, what matters most is how well it works for you. For Spoke TV, I'm Jay Clayfield.